Hello, I'm Greg Usberti, Senior Strategist at ADP. Thank you for attending Navigating Uncertain Times with HR Outsourcing, how ADP can help both you and your clients navigate business uncertainty. Before we start, I'd like to introduce my co-presenter, Laura Pruitt.
Hi, I'm Laura Pruitt. I'm the Senior Director of Channels here at ADP and our HR Outsourcing group. I've been with ADP for 20 years, and I'm excited to be here today to talk about navigating uncertain times and how ADP can help.
Thanks, Laura. ADP Legal requires that I share this disclaimer with you. This information is the property of ADP. It may not be distributed, reproduced, modified, sold, or used without the written permission of ADP. The information is provided as is, without an expressed or implied warranty, is based on generally accepted HR practices, and is advisory in nature. This content provides a high-level overview and practical information concerning the subject matter covered. It's provided with the understanding that neither the publisher nor the writers are rendering legal advice or professional services. Employers are encouraged to consult with their in-house legal counsel or with an experienced employment law attorney for legal advice regarding specific facts concerning the organization's compliance and applicable legislation. Here's what I'd like to cover with you today. We'll take a look at the uncertainty in the market and how ADP can help. And finally, I'll share some valuable ADP resources. Sound good? 2020, what a year it's been so far. There's so many external factors that have created uncertainty in the market, from the serious, like social unrest and environmental disasters, to the comical goings-ons of royalty, to the catastrophic and tragic impact of COVID-19, 2020 has not let up. Since we've created this slide, even more has happened to complicate our decision-making process. The 2020 elections and Supreme Court fight, a resurgence of COVID-19, and the global mitigation attempts to lessen its impact. ADP has been in business since 1949 and has partnered with organizations in a variety of ways to help them meet their business goals. 2007 is the last time our economy faced a recession, and the external factors were similar to what we're facing today: significant unemployment rates, government bailouts, and uncertainty of an election year. Organizations partnered with ADP to help them control costs, maintain operational efficiency, share risk liability, and receive expertise around employee productivity and compliance. From 2010 until 2020, our economy grew and businesses were faced with new uncertainties. 2 presidential elections brought us the ACA, and its impact was unknown. Increases in regulatory compliance from DOL and OSHA were challenging businesses. Talent shortages were driven by unemployment rates at their lowest level since 1968. Organizations partnered with ADP to help them navigate the ACA and ever-changing compliance, attract and retain top employees to support growth, and integrate and leverage data to drive their human capital management strategy. These times of uncertainty are not uncharted waters for ADP. We've been a trusted and valued partner regardless of the state of the economy. Uncertain times have created economic whiplash. The market has to also deal with election pressure. Here are a couple of topics that are front and center and impact your client's HCM strategy. From tax reforms, we have PPP funds and the potential of additional stimulus and the impact of tariffs. Minimum wage and wage reform have renewed the focus on the increase of minimum wage and income inequality driven by the pandemic. And as far as healthcare is concerned, there's potential healthcare reform and changes to the ACA, and of course, market uncertainty driven by COVID-19. When we looked at how these external factors were impacting businesses, we found uncertainty is leading to a willingness to consider a new vendor. In ADP Market Insights survey, How Companies Do HR, about 75% of businesses in the survey are open to a new vendor, and over half are actively looking, compared to just about 25% that are doubtful of switching or don't foresee switching at all. In the current environment, you can elevate yourself as a trusted advisor to your clients by taking a proactive approach in recommending a valuable partner like ADP to help your clients during these unprecedented times. As I mentioned, our economy now faces a similar situation to what we saw in 2007. And companies are looking at ADP to help them recalibrate their strategies by harnessing our data and expertise as they return to work, reimagine what the new environment will look like, and reform based on market shifts and regulatory compliance. ADP has the right data and expertise to help you build a human capital strategy that lets you adapt to evolving demands. By partnering with ADP, we can help your clients with business continuity and operational support for whatever comes next. Employee wellness to protect and engage your employees, insightful data to make smarter decisions, communication and technology solutions to support return to work and the new normal while still driving productivity, cost control mechanisms and operational efficiencies to improve margins, and ultimately insulation and protection from risk. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Greg. I'm excited to take a deeper dive on how ADP is helping companies recalibrate. As Greg mentioned, with 70 years of experience navigating change, ADP can offer expertise and an array of solutions to help both you and your clients maintain business continuity during these unprecedented times. You may be asking, why is this important? Well, long-term success for companies is directly tied to their ability to maintain business continuity regardless of the external and internal unexpected challenges they may face. Those that have a nimble infrastructure, process, and support are more often able to adapt. ADP's business resiliency protocols are designed to ensure consistent service delivery no matter what the external challenges may be. We give our clients peace of mind that no matter what tomorrow brings, we will ensure that payroll and HR needs are taken care of. Partnering with ADP gives both you and your clients the opportunity to focus on what really matters, which is your business, your clients, and your success. Business owners that we are meeting with are looking for ways to secure capital as the uncertainty in the market and the impact of COVID-19 and how that will influence their strategy for 2021. I'm finding my conversations to be less about the external factors in the market right now and more about relying on data to design a proactive strategy regardless of the outcome. Over 70 years of experience leaves us battle-tested to weather this erratic economy now and provide data paired with expertise for the future. ADP can support you with the right insights to make the most of your workforce data, enabling you to make decisions quickly and effectively, run reports easily, access and integrate data across payroll, time, benefits, talent, HR, and finally to benchmark your organization against your competition. As an example, the ADP benchmark report will provide both you and your clients with intelligence to help you measure and make insightful decisions that will impact your company and position you for success. When you refer a client to ADP, they will receive a complimentary HCM benchmarking report that will stack rank them against their peers and measure them in the areas of risk, talent, compensation, and benefits. In times of uncertainty, we help companies control the controllable. Our experience has allowed us to partner with organizations to control labor costs while maintaining a strong company culture. There are several ways that ADP can make an impact to the bottom line, and I wanted to share just a few. So first, a strong benefit strategy. The ACA Exchange recently informed employers to expect healthcare renewals of 40% or more due to the expenses healthcare providers have incurred during the pandemic. ADP can help you stabilize costs and isolate risks they're facing around increased medical costs while supporting employee wellness. Secondly, risk management. Any form of risk, including employment laws, workplace safety, and healthcare reform can impact the P&L. Failure to comply with OSHA, FLSA, and healthcare reform, among others, not only can result in fines, but can also negatively impact the bottom line as well as employee morale. Due to COVID-19, employers are having to reimagine processes and protocols as well as their policies. They need to evaluate all of the local laws and orders and create a COVID-19 plan that keeps both their employees and their customers safe. By connecting HR and safety, ADP is helping businesses address the human impact of COVID-19, along with safety protocols built to minimize the risk of exposure and compliance guidance to help clients ultimately control costs. All right, what is employee wellness? Employee wellness is both supporting and engaging. It ensures that employees receive the information and support they need while driving engagement in uncertain times. This slide shows you just some of the ways that ADP can help with employee wellness. I wanted to point out just a few in detail. ADP's mobile app allows employers the ability to stay connected anytime, anywhere. For today's workforce on the go, the ADP mobile app places secure and convenient tools right in your hands for simple, anytime access across devices. It allows managers and employees access to HR and payroll-related data and increased control and confidence with the innovative mobile app. New employees have the ability to complete their I-9 and onboarding forms. They can enroll in benefits and view their plan information. They can view pay statements and W-2s, clock in and out, submit timesheets, and even submit a question or an issue to HR and track the progress right from the app, just to name a few of the amazing features of our mobile technology. Our clients also get access to an EAP program or an employee assistance program, which includes psychologists, licensed clinical social workers, marriage and family therapists, as well as legal and financial professionals. No matter what life throws at us, for example, COVID-19, a life care specialist is available 24/7, 365 days a year to provide referrals to the appropriate local service providers for face-to-face counseling and follow-up if needed. And lastly, we drive employee wellness and engagement by providing My Life advisors. This premium team ensures employees get the answers they need to all of their HR questions quickly, directly, and effortlessly. And the best part, we have real humans on the other end of the line. That means no computers, no elevator music, and no limit to the number of times that employees can call to get support. Recent events have led more organizations to implement a virtual workplace as part of their contingency plan, allowing for more mobility, access to tools, technology, and data, as well as just communication strategies while they ensure business continuity. Many organizations were not set up to do this. And it's no surprise that small businesses rated adopting technology as their #1 challenge. Our clients have been relying on our best-in-class technology and expertise to stay ahead in these unprecedented times. At ADP, we provide market-leading technology that is fully integrated with our Return to Work suite of solutions, allowing both you and your clients to leverage the right administrative tools for a safe return, easy reporting, and positions you really to take advantage of those government incentives out there and supports both virtual and live workforces. I wanted to share just a few examples. We just talked about ADP's mobile app. We have over 15 million users, and the ADP Mobile Solutions app is frequently ranked #1 within the Apple App Store. Our technology allows clients to have access to over 300 HR and business applications, so they can build a united tech ecosystem that has all the functionality and integration they need. And lastly, I wanted to touch in more detail on our Return to Work toolkit, which is engineered with the functionality needed for organizations to smoothly and safely return to work. As an example, our clients can send short surveys to collect workers' readiness and sentiment about returning to the workplace, or even ask team members to attest to their health status to determine eligibility. All right, I'm going to kick it back to Greg.
Thanks, Laura. The top 3 reasons to streamline HR: save time on work, with 46% of HR managers spending time on admin, minimizing errors with 69 minutes a day of duplicate data entry, and finally, to make a bigger impact on their people and organizations, helping generate insights and plan for the future of growth and talent. This brings us to ADP's Marketplace, the largest HCM ecosystem. With hundreds of available best-in-class single-service apps, your clients are no longer locked into a single solution or forced to manually transfer data between separate systems. Now clients can integrate best-in-class solution providers like Lever, Cornerstone, or Litmus into their ADP deployment, or deploy new features on demand like pay flexibility or wellness, essentially expanding and making their offering unique and organic as their organization grows and changes. I want to touch on regulatory compliance. Recent legislation, along with the election, can bring potential disruption and compliance changes, causing businesses to have to adjust. It's no surprise that in our survey, compliance with regulations are top concerns and top of mind for both large and small businesses. Complying with regulations and maximizing the programs available to your clients are key drivers for long-term success. To do this effectively, it's important to align with a partner that has a proven ability to quickly decipher legislation, clearly communicate the risk or opportunity it presents to you, and has dedicated resources to quickly update their systems to save you from the administrative pain. ADP has spent the last 70 years on the front lines of business compliance and government regulation, and in that time, it has never wavered in our commitment to our clients' success. ADP helps ensure compliance and mitigate business risk to protect your clients. We help with risk and safety, workers' compensation insurance, HR guidance and consultation, unemployment claims administration, and obviously ACA compliance guidance. If we take a look at the next slide, we'll see the compliance continuum. This slide actually shows us the overwhelming scale of employer compliance related to employee size. And as you can see, the amount of burden and risk, overhead, and administrative tasks that need to take place obviously increases with employee count. Looking at this list, we can even see new regulations that have happened since it was published, like the FFCRA and the CARES Act, COVID compliance requirements, as well as local and state regulations that are often stricter than the federal regulations available. ADP partners with small and mid-sized businesses to provide peace of mind with this kind of compliance to help them move forward safely and securely, protecting their business. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Greg. That's a great visual and really shows how overwhelming compliance can be for small businesses. So now I'd like to talk about the breadth of ADP's HCM offering that really spans the entire life cycle, from recruitment all the way through retirement. We really focus on our clients' biggest investment, challenge, and opportunity, which is the people. Comprehensive Services is a product specific to ADP that's built to scale with organizations both in the short and the long term, starting with helping clients manage the complexities of today's unforeseen challenges to rebuilding infrastructure to drive profitable, growing organizations for the future. Again, our breadth of services spans the entire life cycle from recruitment all the way through retirement. Additionally, our technology and innovation brings the user experience to the forefront and helps spawn the support, compliance, and insight to help our clients make the right business decisions, improve the internal process, and remain compliant, all while driving better employee engagement, productivity, and ultimately impacting the bottom line. Now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about ADP TotalSource, which is a PEO or a co-employment model. So in the traditional model, which you can see the image on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, the owner sits in the center and manages multiple vendors to handle things like payroll, taxes, benefits, and so on. Fundamentally, this model is accompanied by significant exposure to liability and is very labor intensive, which ultimately diverts resources from the core activities, compromising a business's ability to remain competitive and maximize resources to protect themselves from unpredictable risk. In a PEO or co-employment model such as ADP TotalSource, an owner can share certain employer responsibilities with an expert in employment aligned with a strategic single source provider and benefit from Fortune 500 caliber benefits and technology. In doing so, the business can deliver a broad range of HR and benefit services just like that of a larger organization, becoming an employer of choice and making it a lot easier to attract and retain top talent, both in the short and the long term. This arrangement is important as the PEO is less of a vendor and more of a trusted partner who shares in certain risks of being an employer with the client. So why do companies pick ADP TotalSource? Well, first and foremost, we're the nation's largest PEO and also certified with 545,000 worksite employees. In addition, by partnering with ADP TotalSource, you and your clients will receive expert guidance and support to handle any type of employee issue, fully integrated technology and a partnership that really will help you run your business better, reduced exposure and compliance guidance, unmatched benefits to provide employees with the best options and the best carriers, and lastly, administrative relief for pay, benefits, claims, and compliance. All right, as I start to wrap up our session today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, when is the right time to recommend HR outsourcing for your clients. So here are some of the things that you want to look and listen for that will signal that your client may need some HR outsourcing help or a solution. So each of these triggers and signals can really create different levels of need within HCM. But I wanted to point out just a few of the ones that I'm seeing most commonly now during the pandemic, and the things that are kind of popping up most often. Facing new challenges around risk and safety as businesses are returning to work and trying to do that, safely, not only for their employees, but also for their customers. We're finding that a lot of people are unhappy with their current provider or HCM vendor. They didn't receive what they needed during the pandemic, and they're really more open. As Greg shared earlier, 75% of businesses are open to evaluating right now. They're really open and looking for a full service provider that can help them through, this pandemic and any uncertainty that we, or issues that could come up in the future. Navigating a remote workplace, I definitely is something that we're hearing a lot, and companies, again, looking to make sure that their employee wellness and engagement is taken seriously, and that they're looking for a vendor to help them with that as well. So these are some things that you'll want to, listen for, and could be good signs that that client would be a good fit to outsource their HR. In addition, I wanted to share some of what we call our strongest fit industries. These are industries that we align with really well. We have extensive experience in supporting, and a big bulk of our clients are in these industries. So real estate and property management, tech companies, engineering and architect firms, medical and dental, business services, electrical contractors, legal offices, insurance agents and brokers, management consulting services, plumbing and HVAC, accounting practices just like yourself, as well as manufacturing. So these are industries that we historically have done a great job, and we have a lot of experience supporting. Greg talked about Marketplace and our HCM ecosystem a few slides ago. So I wanted to take some time just to dig in a little bit deeper. With ADP Marketplace, really this is a digital HR storefront, and can be customized for the client. So you can pick, or our clients can pick from a big list of HR solutions that are ADP approved partners that they'll be able to automatically share data with that partner as well as with ADP. So through our marketplace, both you and your clients have the ability to explore, try, buy, and implement HR solutions quickly and easily, and know that they're going to fully integrate with your ADP TotalSource or HR outsourcing solution. So I wanted to point out just a couple of partners that, again, have been really popular during COVID. So we have Certify, which is a touchless fever detection and thermal scanning partner of ours. We have Globalization Partners, which has been very popular. They help with global expansion and the H-1B visa regulation that's been top of mind for a lot of businesses. And then finally, I wanted to point out PayActive, which is gives businesses on-demand access to their pay and wage information immediately. So there's lots of third-party solutions on the marketplace that you can check out. And we love the marketplace because it provides clients with a choice and flexibility on the solutions that they want to use, and having those directly connect with ADP. All right, I wanted to take a few minutes as we close out today just to highlight some of the resources that are available for both you and your clients. So first, I wanted to talk about Accountant Connect. For accountants, it all starts with Accountant Connect, and this is where you can access your client's payroll and analytical data, as well as get links to a lot of the resources on this slide, as well as a lot more. I wanted to mention that ADP integrates with QuickBooks across our entire product lineup. So from Run to Workforce Now to TotalSource, we have that integration available. A lot of what we covered today on these slides is available in the ADP Small Business Resource Center. That's a microsite that we have that has a ton of great information for small businesses, especially around navigating the pandemic. I wanted to point out as well our Spark magazine, as well as our Ion Washington articles. This provides great practice management, HCM strategies, thought leadership, as well as legislative updates that are timely. And we have that available on our website as well for you to check out. And finally, we offer a ton of broadcasted webinars. We record past webinars, so if there's a webinar that interests you that you may have missed in the past, you'll be able to view those from our website, our events page, view them on demand, listen to those recordings, and access any of the resources from the webinar. So that's directly on our website as well. And last, actually, one more resource I wanted to point out. We've got 2 other microsites. One is our Paycheck Protection Program site. Right now, a lot of clients are in that loan forgiveness process. And so that website has great FAQs, information about loan forgiveness, what the reporting looks like at ADP across all of our products, and how clients can get the reporting around loan forgiveness for when they submit that to their lender. So that's a great microsite. We also have the COVID-19 toolkit, which provides a ton of great FAQs, especially in the HR realm around COVID-19 and things that employers are dealing with on a day-to-day. So lots of great resources that we provide to the accountant community. Our goal at ADP is to provide you valuable content, thought leadership, and resources so that you can elevate yourself as a trusted advisor and really make sure you're bringing the maximum amount of value to your clients. All right, well, that was it for us today. On behalf of Greg and myself, thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to talk to you about how ADP is helping during these times of uncertainty. You can learn more about working with us if you check out our website at adp.com/accountants.